All right, just a reminder to check your cell phones and have them muted if you would, please. No flash photography during the press conference. Is the locker room open, Diana? Is your locker room open?
Locker room is open. Yeah.
Locker room is now open for South Carolina.
30 minutes is counting.
We'll let them get out.
It's okay. Oh, it's just in my lap.
All right, our next team in is South Carolina, represented by head coach Dawn Staley and student athletes Adele Tuck and Joyce Edwards. Coach, if you would, please make an opening statement.
Just want to say just congratulations to Tennessee Tech for coming to the NCAA tournament, playing their hearts out. Very well coached basketball team. Unfortunately for us, our team did what they needed to do, took care of business to advance. So I'm proud of them for that.
Open it up for questions just for the student athletes at this time. If you would, please raise your hand. We'll get a microphone to you. David in the front row with the first question.
Adele, you get to come in earlier than you normally do in the third quarter, and you get 6 points. Just how good did that feel, and how much do you think you'll be able to contribute to this tournament run going forward?
Felt pretty great, honestly. I mean, I didn't want to come into the game with any expectations. I just wanted to play my game. So I went into the quarter not expecting myself to do anything. I didn't have like a set number of how many points I wanted to make or anything. I just wanted to play good basketball.
Let's go to Pete here in the front.
Joyce, your first NCAA game, was any nerves at all, anything different than you had shown us all year long?
Well, I would say I'm nervous before every game, you know. Every game you come in, you don't really know what to expect. So once you get your first bucket or your first rebounds, you know, the nerves settle down. But, you know, just excited to play in the NCAA tournament. You know, this is why we come here. So just making the most of my opportunity.
Other questions for the student athletes? Pete?
For both of you, this game was, you know, you were up by 20 points at the end of the first quarter. What can you guys take out of a game like this where you're in control the whole way? Can you take some good things going forward and into Sunday?
Joyce, take that first, please.
Just all about discipline, being focused, executing the game plan. You know, sometimes we get leads, sometimes we lose our focus, they come back. I feel that was our biggest thing coming in here, just staying focused and staying focused on our main goal.
Adele?
In a game like that, when we're, like you said, being up 20 points early, it's important for us to practice good habits, not for the game that we're currently in, but further down the line when the games get harder and we have tougher opponents. So, you know, that's the thing that we have to work on the most.
Let's go way over here to the left.
Yeah, this is for Adele. You've quickly become kind of a fan favorite. So I'm kind of curious, when you're checking into the scores table, do you notice the fans kind of get wild up and excited for you to come onto the floor? Or are you just all focused in, ready for your matchup?
I do notice it. I'm really fortunate to play here at South Carolina. The atmosphere here, I believe, is unmatched, especially with the kind of fans we have and the culture we bring. So it's always great to hear fans rallying behind us whenever we're in games.
Any other questions for the student athletes? Seeing none, y'all can go.
Thank you.
Good job, y'all. Good job.
Thank you.
We'll take questions now for Coach Staley. Again, raise your hand. We'll get a microphone to you. Let's go to the right with David.
Don, it seemed early they pretty much packed themselves into the paint, tried to deny the interior. How do you think y'all handled it? There were a lot of turnovers early, but then kind of calmed down.
Yeah, I mean, it took us a little bit a little bit to adjust to it, although we knew it coming in the game. Actually, executing is a little bit harder, so it took us a while to adjust. I think once Powell hit a couple of shots and Tessa hit a couple of threes, it loosened up just a little bit to where we're able to maneuver a little bit normal than like having so much help, so much, they compacted so much. So once we hit some shots from the outside, it felt a little normal after that.
Repeat in the middle.
Yeah, Don, what do you think you guys will be able to take out of this going forward into Sunday against Indiana, a team that played you tight last year in the Sweet 16?
I mean, they hit the nail on the head when they said it's just being disciplined to playing good basketball, because I've always said good basketball is contagious, bad basketball is contagious, and I hope we bring our ability to shoot the ball as well as we shot the ball. We shot the ball pretty good, and hopefully we can take that into the next game.
Joe?
Dawn, 22 points from the freshman Joyce. Can you talk me through, trusting her as the game went along and continuing to feed the hot hand as, that's playing in her first tournament game?
Yeah, I mean, Joyce is, Joyce makes she makes a lot of layups. Like, she's very, very efficient making layups. And once you see that ball go in, no matter if it's a layup or a free throw, the basket gets big. I think she got a mid-range going as well. And then her teammates really find her. She does a good job at sprinting the floor. She does a great job at making herself available and showing numbers to where she makes the guards' lives easier because her target is so big. And when she's converting and delivering, it's much easier to pass that ball into her.
Let's go back to the right.
Hey, congratulations. Dylan Clearfield, USA Today Sports. Lisa Leslie being here, your former teammate, one of your best friends, what did it mean for you to be, seeing her, were you able to talk to her at all after the game, and just what is that bond like for her to be here?
Yeah, I mean, Lisa's great. Like, Lisa is, a person that's passionate about basketball. I mean, we've spent a lot of hotel nights as roommates. We absolutely love basketball. So, I mean, I'm going to pick her brain about some of the things that we need to do to continue to help our players like Adele and Miriam and Joyce develop. She is a, 4-time Olympian, I don't know how many MVPs, championships, gold medal. Anytime you can have a resource like that is always great to have, especially when we get so many bigs that come through our program.
Where are we at? Any other questions?
That's it?
Yeah, I think that's it.
Oh,
Okay. Either one.
I was just wondering more about the process going into starting Malaysia today. And obviously she's come off the bench all season, but was there any particular reason for today that fit into the game plan or anything?
yeah, she came off the bench. She did. Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
Once again, back to Lisa being here, were you able to talk to her at all, and what does it mean for, obviously you just mentioned she's been able to mentor a lot of the players that have come through here.
Yeah, I talked to her. She's staying at my house, so I saw her. I saw her early. I saw her before the game, and we'll talk a lot tonight when I get back home. And I don't think we can get her. I might want to bring her to our film session at the hotel tonight, so I might be able to bring her there and just have her around our players to ask questions about how they can maximize, this space in the NCAA tournament and beyond.
Joe?
Coach, short shifts tonight for your players. Walk me through the thought process of that. I know you want to get as many people in as you can in this first round game, get experience. But yeah, talk me through the short shifts, the hockey shift.
I thought, our starters, didn't get off to a great start. Didn't really get off to a great start in the third quarter. Just wasn't able to manufacture enough points. I just wanted to see if our second unit could just jumpstart our offense and jumpstart our defense, and we inserted them in the game, and they made it happen. So it's nothing, our starters are our starters, and it's nothing more than just trying to energize our team.
Let's go back to the hand in the middle there.
How is it watching Edwards and Fulwiley perform in their home state of South Carolina?
We've been great at cornering the South Carolina market. And I mean, that was one of the things when we first took over here, is to make sure that we hit every AAU coach, every high school coach, to make sure that if they have any talent coming up through the pipeline, we're here. And to have, players that are from here that represent this state is paramount that we have that. I think it makes us more valuable when we go out and try to bring more, national talent to our program. But charity begins at home, and when we're able to get the top kids from South Carolina to stay home, it's always a great thing, because they bring a great following. I mean, we've watched them since they were in the 6th grade. We've watched them, come to camp and win all the awards. So it's cool to see that process get to a point where they trust us enough to want to come here and spend their college years here, getting ready for that next step in life.
Let's go to Zoom. Darian Hopkins, you have a question? Darian, go ahead. No?
Take yourselves off mute. That's what they always tell me.
You just went to mute. Can you unmute, Darian? Go ahead. Sorry, we're not getting it. So, any other questions? We've got one last question here.
Wearing the beads and the necklace and bracelets as usual, but you have the new chain around your neck. I saw that there's room for 2025 on there. How does the new chain feel? What's the story behind that?
I was gifted this by one of my friends, Plaz. He's a great supporter of our program over the past couple of seasons, and I had no idea. But it's really nice. I mean, it's really nice. The details, it's all about the details. There's a scripture on the back. There's a picture on the back. It's a national championship trophy, so I like that. And hopefully it brings us good luck to get another one.
All right. Thank you, Coach. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Steve. Appreciate it.